NASCAR Sprint Cup Racing on Fox, built by the Home Depot, is sponsored by Sprint. NASCAR Sprint Cup Mobile. It'll change the way you experience the race.
Denny Hamlin in 2 laps will overtake Jeff Gordon as leader of the most laps in this race. Here's another question from Ask.com. Why do they say Virginia is for lovers? It's a great marketing slogan, and it used to be on a race car here at Martinsville. You can get the answer at Ask.com, the official search engine of NASCAR.
Yeah, I think it was on Hermie's car.
It was Hermie Sadler.
Yep.
Elliott Sadler's brother.
Larry and I were just laughing about the lap times, Mike. The leader right now is an 85. Gordon's an 88. Earnhardt's at 82. Jimmy Johnson's an 89. I mean, they're all within just hundreds of each other, those first 5 cars.
Now, Clint Boyer has worked his way back up after a bit of a miscue on pit road. He's in 4th place, Matt.
And Mike, Larry Mack can attest to the fact that probably no spotter talks more each and every lap than Clint Boyer's spotter, Mike Dillon. He is walking him through each corner. Early in the race, you can see how he's not right down on the curb that last lap. He was at the beginning of the race, and then he slowly migrated up just about a half a lane off that curb. Now he's down on the curb. He's changing up his entry and exits. As this race progresses and this track changes, Mike Dillon is seeing what Hamlin and some of the other fast cars are doing by changing up their lines, and he's trying to help Boyer stay ahead of the game.
And that's one of the many roles of a spotter at any of one of our 22 racetracks. Yeah, is to tell them where problems are, to clear them if they're going to lap a car or pass a car, but also where the cars that are leading the race, where they're running on the racetrack.
Yeah, you always want to know, what everybody else is doing. It's very helpful.
You ready for a hot dog?
No,
Every track has its signature culinary delight. And at Martinsville, it's those Jesse Jones Franks. Just ask any driver. We did.
I'm a hot dog connoisseur. I love hot dogs everywhere. My favorite is up in Chicago at a Wrigley game. But at Martinsville, it just doesn't do it for me. I had one dog my rookie year, and that was it. I said, that's it. I had it, I did it, and now I don't have to do it anymore.
But I have had one. They're good to eat. They're great. But I just, one of those hot dogs, 500 laps here, or many of those hot dogs and 500 laps here, just doesn't seem like a good combo.
I'm from California, man. Their hot dogs aren't supposed to be red.
Couldn't we have asked some other drivers? My gosh. These out-of-towners, I'll tell you.
And the thing about it, they are still just $2.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yes, it is a good deal.
Only 110 calories till you load them up with all the stuff.
Yeah, slaw.
I think in the booth, counting our support staff, we've consumed, 24, 25 this weekend?
I don't know. How many was in that big sack over there? Yeah.
There's not as many as there was a while ago. Meanwhile, Jeff Gordon has fallen 0.7 of a second behind Denny Hamlin. Mayfield makes another pit stop, another tire issue for Jeremy. The only car is out of the race. Joe Nemechek, Dave Blaney, and Todd Bodine. Although Scott Speed is 73 laps down and Robbie Gordon 32 laps behind.
By the way, that's what old Hickory said too. There wasn't quite as many as there was a while ago.
Yeah, Johnny Horton, Battle of New Orleans, 1962.
But what has happened right here, right now, at lap 304, is we're about 3/5 of the way through this race, is Denny Hamlin in the 11 is starting to catch the back of the field. As you can see, Jeff Gordon in that 24 car is pulled within about a car length of the 11 car.
I think as long as that 24 was in my mirror, I would be a little bit worried.
As I watched that 11 car lead this race, I talked to Mike Ford, the crew chief for Denny Hamlin, earlier in the week, and they had made the decision several weeks ago to build this brand new race car and to bring it here to Martinsville. As we got closer to race weekend, Mike got very nervous about the forecast because he knew we probably were not going to get any practice yesterday, and we didn't. And it's not that they're nervous about bringing brand new race cars. It's like Darrell said it. Well, heck, if a brand new car is not the best piece to bring, why would you bring a brand new car? But it's because it takes time to sort through how you need to set that car up on these chassis stops and bump stops like they're running them today.
Well, right here is where Denny Hamlin's got to prove himself a winner because he's about to get into a heavy pack of traffic. And as Jeff Gordon clears Joey Logano, he has Hamlin straight ahead. So Denny's ability to deal with the traffic is going to help determine whether he keeps this lead or not.
Just a little bit following up on what Larry said. Yeah, they used to bring a brand new car to the track. You go out and say, man, this thing is terrible. They'd say, well, what do you expect? It's a brand new car.
Ninth place battle. Kurt Busch trying to get past Brian Vickers. David Rudemann's part of that, and so is Jamie McMurray in the 26. Newman and Kyle Busch not for position. Ryan Newman's on the lead lap, and Kyle is 2 laps down. Still 2 laps down. In fact, other than the free pass cars, nobody's made up a lap today.
This is a tough place to make it up because a lot of times our free pass car was the car that was involved in the accident,
Right.
and there was no free pass.
Krista, Ryan Newman having a good run.
Yeah, and if you three put down a hot dog for a second, I'm going to give you something else to chew on. The challenge for Ryan Newman is, remember, because qualifying was washed out, he started way back in 27. Ryan Newman is used to starting up front. In his 14 races here, he started in the top 10 times. This is one of the hardest places to pass. Track position is everything. Right now, he is not used to having to work through the traffic. His car is very tight.
And remember, he finished 7th last week at Bristol, and a lot due to a lot of hard luck. That was his first top 20 finish of 2009.
Wow. Denny Hamlin trying to put a lap on Bobby Labonte here. Labonte is running 19th. He's the last car on the lead lap.
Maybe he should.
Ford.
I was going to say, maybe you should ask him if he'd let him by.
Well, he's racing Reed Sorensen just in front of him, and they are racing Casey Kane just in front of them. So they're not going to roll over for Denny Hamlin.
Well, last time coming off of turn 2, Denny Hamlin got awfully close to that outside wall.
All right, during this next break, send Hammond a hot dog.
He is
Send
a hot dog.
a hot dog.
No, he is a hot dog.